We just want to get lit.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Wentz. This to the outside for Mack. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On play action, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down and much more for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Indy. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A toss left, Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They fake the give. Now Wentz dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Runs over it and running with power here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz. And he's got Granson over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz will give to Taylor on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Second and 7. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not give it up 6.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll look to throw here. Eluding. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brent Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Second down at 5. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for that.
Touchdown, Titans! Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
On the return is Hines. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Hines. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Wow. 240 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Hines. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Wentz. And going right back to Pittman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? Derrick Henry all alone.
One play at a time.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Titans 49, Colts 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a play fake. Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Wentz to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing now is Wentz.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
You know they pay me
touchdown, Colts.
Kylan Granson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperate.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Parkey with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st down, it's Henry. Shrugs him off. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just